Hi guys, what's going on? It's Loz, and today we are back with another episode of Holdfast Nations at War. So, we are spawned in as the French. I'm spawned in as a Rifleman on the, it's like a siege map, capture map. I'm in the hilltop fort, fighting against the British, obviously. Just a bit of a casual playthrough today. I've not played this game for a good couple of weeks now, so I thought it was about time to have a bit of another go at it. So just having a look, I am at point A. The British spawn at the barn on the far distance through the fog. You can just sort of start to see them moving around a little bit now. There's the bridge, which is obviously the main crossing point for them. Although I think they can cross the river elsewhere, or come around this side here. I think I'm probably a bit far away really to hit anything even with a rifleman from this sort of distance. Without getting some lucky shots. So let's move up a little bit and see what we can see. Probably a little bit exposed here. Let's try and get in cover behind this rock before I get shot. Okay, and let's see what we can see. So there's quite a few English on the other side of the bridge. Oh, that's a nice opening shot. 75 metres. He's just trying to target that cluster of men there. Not a particularly accurate shot, but I think normally I find that if you shoot at such a cluster of men together, you stand a chance of hitting them even if they're like that. Because there's just so many of them, even if I miss the person I'm aiming at, it just goes past and hits someone standing next to him. So let's try and keep our base of fire. We obviously have limited respawn, so trying not to die is kind of important on this one. And then we have to hold off the British for, well, 17 minutes, 50 seconds remaining now. Hey, James, let's go for another reload. Well, I must admit that's been a nice start to this game. I don't expect it to all go quite this well. I'm in a reasonable position here, so I've got some nice side shots. They're largely behind this overturned cart as a piece of cover, which is sort of quite an advantage for me because I'm side onto that cart so I can get shots behind the cover. As can the artillery piece on the hill, which is raining down some trouble. Oops. Someone is taking a shot at me. The only person I think it could be are people on this hill over here. And I still think I'm better off shooting at these people over here. Let's keep up the reload. They're trying to break through the bridge, but so far we've got more than enough defenders that hold it off. Obviously they can go around this other piece of land on the other side of the... Oh dear. Got shot by an enemy rifleman. That was going to happen sooner or later. I knew they were taking shots at me. Okay, so we're spawned back in on the hill. Let's just check roughly where we are. Says the bridge over there. Doesn't look like there's a great deal of very many people down this side. So I don't think that's going to be a problem. So let's push back over down towards the bridge. I mean, we could try and snipe from here, but I suspect that'll be pushing the limits of the rifle's range, to be honest. I don't know how much bullet drop we'll need at this sort of range. Oh, okay. Well, we could try and get shots from here. It seems to work okay. Blimey, what was that? Cannon rounds flying everywhere. Right, let's have a look. We might be getting again a bit optimistic. Ooh, nice. Ooh, we've got a French officer. For these videos, I have the voice comms turned off because it can be a little bit much when you have lots of people shouting on their own microphones. It sort of doesn't work very well with recording, so that's why you can see the people talking. They're not saying anything because I've got them all turned off for these battles. So let's have a look. Can we see anyone else on the bridge? There's a couple of people in cover behind that cart, maybe. But they're a little bit far away. Yeah. Go for another reload. So this is the first video I've done. I'm now past 100 subscribers, which I'm absolutely thrilled with. I think 102 at the time making this video, which is obviously great. I've been sort of working towards that 100 subscriber milestone for sort of a good couple of months now. So I'm pretty pleased that we've actually finally managed to get there. That means I've got a custom URL now, so I'm no longer... wow, I can't believe I hit him at 87 metres. So I'm no longer sort of channel / a random series of characters. We're now Loz Gaming, so it looks a little bit more professional, and it's quite nice whenever I'm directing anyone to the channel to be able to actually give a proper channel link rather than just a sort of a random series of letters. So the enemy are still... Oh, blimey, 27 metres. He's got close. Where is he? Ah, so he's pushing up that ramp there, so we need to get spawned in and look to defend this ramp. He's pushing around here somewhere, I believe. Possibly. Yeah, there. He's fired and he's missed. push down. Oh, I've missed. Oh no. Oh. 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 That was close. Yeah, that was a terrible shot, wasn't it? Thankfully, my swordsmanship skills won the day. Right, let's try and get back up and into cover. So I'm wounded slightly, but I'm still alive, so it doesn't matter. Flight gold all a bit tense. Right, let's get back into some of my sniping positions. That's obviously the sort of benefit of Rifleman, what they're supposed to be used for. Oh, the cannon has been knocked out by enemy fire by the looks of it. Where's the bridge? Over here. And obviously we better keep an eye out that we've not got any more British pushing up round the ramps. Going to get shot in the side again. It looks like they're kind of not pushing the bridge quite so much as they were before. There's a fair amount of smoke coming from the ramparts over there, so they're obviously firing from the ruins, but I can't really see. I'm not sure if I'm on my bad eyesight or it's just too far away. Have a go at these guys over there. They have quite a lot of bullet drop because that's must be 100-150 meters, and it's really too far to hit. Hopefully they're friendly. Is that British there? I think that might be British pushing. No, are they friendly? No, they're friendly units. Okay, no, that's fine. So the question is, where have all the British gone? They seem to have stopped pushing the bridge. Oh dear. Must have got hit by someone from the ruins. I think we need to have a look at a different side, perhaps. Someone leading some musicians. So we'll push over to the other side of the map. And let's have a look down here. So this may be where the bulk of the British forces have gone. Because there's still 42 players on their team, so there's a lot of people. I mean, unless they're just all in cover around those ruins. A little bit exposed out here. Let's try and keep in some sort of cover. I think maybe we're just pushing them back. Let's move up to this ruins down here, if we can, without getting shot. Try and get over the sort of picket fence. May give us a reasonable shot on both sides of the... Oh, so friendly. On both sides of the map. So let's have a look. So that's all French down there. Our team seems to be pushing up really hard. See, that's a British soldier there. Whether I can get a shot on him or not, I don't know. Not quite. Let's go for a reload. We can get shots into those ruins now, but I can't really see any enemies in that part of the building. I just don't know where everyone's gone. We seem to be advancing on all sides. Well, I guess we'll join the advance. We've got friendly troops seem to be pushing quite hard around here, and it seems like we've got friendly troops going across the bridge as well. So I don't know what's going on. So we'll push up here. It seems we've got friendly troops. That's an enemy there. Clear this ridge. I'm a little exposed on my side on this bit. I'd like to find a bit more hard cover. Not a great deal of cover around here. Let's have a look. So we've got some enemy infantry there. Okay, but their friendlies are getting shot. Where are they getting shot from? I'm going to pull back over to this bit of rock here. I'm not going to hit my reload until I get into a bit of cover. Now we'll go for the reload. So we've got enemy moving across there. We might be able to get him. Kind of making sure there's no enemies hiding along this sort of ridge line. He was just got too close, really. 27 meters. That sort of range I should really be able to hit with a rifleman. There's more enemy infantry pushing this sort of point. I mean, obviously we are quite far forwards. We're very near their respawn, so obviously it's not surprising that they were able to push down on us quite hard. Oh, I shot in front of him. I fear I'm probably going to get overrun very shortly unless these people move up very quickly. Come on, reload, reload. Oh dear. I generally describe this as a poor situation. And run away. Retreat! I'm going to try and leg it back to some more friendly forces. We'll go for this tree here and go for a reload. Oh, we are being literally charged. Sword. Oh, dear. He certainly rammed me through with a bayonet there. Hopefully in future, I know they're working quite hard on improving the sort of sword play mechanics, the melee mechanics on this game. Obviously, large parts of this game I do enjoy more than the sort of Mountain Blade Napoleonic Wars, particularly things like the naval battles, and I like all the cannon emplacements and the shooting and everything. But the melee is one area where this game really does fall down compared to Mountain Blade. So hopefully that's something that will get improved a bit sort of later on. I know it's something they're quite keen to improve, so hopefully in the next couple of patches we'll see some improvements on this sort of thing. I'll sort of run up a bit far forwards here already. Oops, duck. Reload. So they've retaken all that piece of land, and they're pushing up to the hills. There's a couple of riflemen with them, so we've got to be careful. Oh, he snuck in. There we go, we've got one. Let's go for the reload. I have to try and hide behind Smile for a bit of cover. The enemy rifleman's making quite a bold play. He's gone for a sword. I can't see because of all the bloody smoke. Oh dear, what was that? Come on! Oh no! He got Turvas before he got cut down himself. Commander Falcon. I got one hit on him, but then he outplayed me a bit there. So let's have a look. Do we still own the bridge? It looks like there might be a few more enemies sort of back at the bridge area. So let's push back round to our sort of starting sniping position, see if we can get some more shots on them. First we can go and visit the musicians. Oh dear, this game. I do enjoy the musicians. Let's try and... obviously I'm conscious of snipers down at the fort. But, oh, headshot. Nice. We're trying to use these baskets to give me sort of side cover to the fort, and obviously we are higher than them, so we do have... That's obviously one of the things that makes it very easy to get these shots, or not easy, but certainly easier, is the height of this piece of land. I think that's friendly troops advancing up quite far there. The height of it means the bullet drop is greatly reduced, because the bullet drop is obviously following the natural gradient, so shooting at longer distances isn't quite so hard. Whereas if they're there for them on the bridge to shoot up at me is harder. They'll have to give even more bullet drop to account for the fact that they're aiming upwards to shoot uphill. But it looks like we've largely driven the British from the bridge, I think. There's a bit of a melee fight going on behind the overturned cart. Let's have a little look. Maybe have a little shot at the fort. I mean, that's their stronghold, is these ruins. It's a really good firing point for them, because it makes it very hard for me to get any shots. I can barely even see them, to be honest. You see the odd bit of movement, but generally not a lot. Might be an enemy there. Yeah. Okay, since they pushed back across the bridge, I think we'll look at trying to move up again. We could move up with the bridge side. Yeah, should we do that? Let's move up with the bridge side. We've only got 6 minutes left of this game, so let's try and move up with the bridge side. See if we can get stuck into some more British. We've got musicians playing us across the bridge. And obviously the musicians, if you don't know, the musicians do actually add something. I think they increase accuracy. I think the pipers increase, or flutes increase accuracy, and the drums increase health or reload rate or something like that. But they do actually have a purpose in the game, which is kind of cool. It makes them actually a vaguely playable character. I want to get off this bridge. And try and get up. What can we see? Ooh, some very close British is what we can see. I'll try and keep my head down a bit, I think. British Rifleman. Extremely close range. Let's have a look over here. Not anyone sort of immediately pushed up into this ruins. Ooh. Then again, he got shot very quickly. We'll keep him cover behind our bit of wall, I think. I'll be able to push around and get some side shots. Ooh. Blimey. Oh, I see the British are on the other side of the lake. You can see them pushing up the hill there now. We've kind of extended forwards, but then have exposed the rest of the map because there's not enough of us there. You can see the drummers are being attacked. I'm being shot at. I think it's time to move. Ooh. Ooh, my headshot. Right, we'll keep pushing round. Oh no! I think the musicians just got shot. The music has suddenly stopped. There's a flag bearer there. But you can also, when in third person mode, use your camera to slightly look round the corners. Oh, British Rifleman. Get him. In those cases where it's quite close range, generally I find it's easier to let them run into your sights than to try and actually aim at them. They're capturing C. Oh, just a bit at the back of the map. They've obviously got really round. If you try and actually aim at them, I often end up snapping the shot and missing. I find it easier to wait for them to sort of walk into my sights as a general rule, although it's not always possible depending on the situation. Okay, we've now got 4 people, 4 or 5 people sort of around us. Flag bearer pushing around. There's a rifleman obviously there. Oh, rush the shot. Okay, break out the sword and get involved. Oh, he's strong. Cut down him. Charge him. Charge him. Oh, oh no. I got stabbed by a bayonet. Well, that was a good little fight there. Right at the end, only 45 seconds remaining. We've recaptured point C. Looks like an easy victory for the French. We still have 45 reinforcements remaining. That was quite a good game. I have enjoyed that. We had a good bit of snipe at the start of the match, which I quite enjoyed. How did we do? 17 for 6, not too bad in the end. So, just a couple of minutes left. What have they got? Oh, the flute people are advancing again. We'll go and have a look, see if we can... they're sort of back up in their defensive positions on the fort. Oops. Let's get in cover behind this rock before we get shot. It's a bit of a hard one because you sort of get stood up by standing slightly on the rocks. There are some people back behind the bridge, so we could have another go at them. Whereas these people as they advance. Ah, there we go. Let's go for another reload. Might be able to get another 1 or 2 kills maybe before we die. The British are making a real push on the bridge now. The French are having a bit of a hard time defending it. Let's get a few people from behind that cart maybe. Yes, headshot. Generally, if I'm getting headshots, I'm probably aiming a little bit too high at this range. Although there's not that much of them exposed with the sort of bridge parapet that runs along it, makes it a bit harder to hit them. Try aiming slightly lower. Nope, no luck. Go for a reload. I'm surprised, obviously there's these people in the fortress down here who obviously have got some good shots potentially on me. Surprised they haven't had a go at me yet. There's still a flag bearer behind the cart who's making a dash for it. Nope, we missed. Reload. He was getting quite a long way. Someone's charged out to meet him and stabbed him through. Yeah, we'll keep popping at this cart, I think. Ah, a little bit high. We saw that one just bounce off the top left part of the cart there. Otherwise, have a pop at some of these people in the fort. Oh, actually, I have reinforcements, ironically. So we didn't do quite as well as I thought. Oh, there we go. Got someone standing a bit too tall in the ruins there. But we've got enough to actually resist because we've only got 23 seconds left and most of us are still alive. They're making a bit of a charge though. They are actually completely charging. But we've still got enough people on the other side of the bridge and they're kind of being cut down by musket fire. So we'll just go by cannonball and chucked over the side. Oh, we've got the drummers. Oh, hello. Well, we have victory. There we go. I hope you've enjoyed this little episode of Holdfast. It's not particularly, obviously, some of you might know I've done sort of a few guide tutorials, like my aiming guide, which seems to prove quite popular, but this is just sort of a bit of a playthrough. So, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you have, please give it a like, comment down below, and let me know what you think. Thanks guys, and see you on the next video.